Marco, yeah, girl. Sabrina's coming back for the next round. Mark's pumped up. He'll go back there and get in that NE1 car. We haven't called you yet. And get him. Earl Fordyce. Earl's Redneck Garage on London Avenue. Earl buying that car at the March meet. Twisting, banging, thumping, and bumping on that deal. Danny C. Charlie C. Dean C. Charlie out front. Danny in the seat and Dean around behind. That's Dad. Up, puts him back down, pacing right with C. They go for the stripe. Who gets the win? Danny C. 870 at 128. Earl a 915 with a 5, and it seems that Earl can keep up till half track, and then they leave him behind. Danny C into the next round. Patrick Chrisley. Yeah, that's Pete Chrisley. Deacon Blue to you, and man, I can't tell you how Tonight Show band, everything for Pete Chrisley. Patrick, Fire Axe Racing, the 23 Ford T. Patrick's up in the points. Kevin Lantagne, that would be Chloe, putting him into the beams. Chloe's still running in Junior Dragsters. 23 T altered, 434 cubic inches. So, like the first time years ago when I saw Pete Chrisley out here, went, I guess Pete can tune pipes. Tenor sax, main instrument for Pete Chrisley. Dad, Don, was the #1 called bassoonist in Los Angeles studios for many years. And the win light goes to Lantagne in a pedal fest. Patrick was late. He was pedaling. Kevin didn't want to go out, and Kevin runs 869.5 to take a round win, and that may be the first NE2 round win for Kevin Lantagne. Jason Frantsev has won at ANRA this year. The best mustaches in the LA Unified School District. The Frantsevs from Whittier, California. 97 Don Ness chassis with the big block 468. Michael Nitz from Lake Elsinore in the Roadster. And Roadster's a pair, though. Frantsev's more altered than Roadster. .860 the index in NE2. Deep stage by Mike Netz and Jason Frantsev's 006 light. It's a win light automatic as he runs 864 with the 2, and the Whittier bunch goes, yeah, all good. That included a net book, I think. All right. So, Ken Fullerton runs Rick Nordness. Rick Nordness was #2 in the points to Snarlin Garland when we started this weekend. Actually, to Dwight Garland 2. Snarlin's Dwight Garland 3. Frantsev's in the books, smack it up. Good stuff, everybody moving on. So, Fullerton and Nordness. Nordness ran 760 with a 6 twice yesterday. So we'll see how he does. Kenny Fullerton, that's 860 with a 7. And Fullerton at 875.3 in the qualifier. Staging game going on here. They rock, they roll. Rick does his job. Can he get a win light at the other end? Yes, sir. Rick Norton is 867 with a 2. Goes to round next of NE2. Good race. Your number 14 qualifier couldn't run the number, ran too quick. Ryan Teets from Riverside. The Lucas Oil Roadster altered deal. 32 Bantam. Roadster, that is. We can put a wing on it. Starts to get a little bit altered at that point, doesn't it? And Dragster Jeff Kiter from Bakersfield. CSI Construction, Kern Transmissions, the American flag in honor of John Shoemaker. Always on the burnout, always on board with Dragster Jeff Kreider. Kreider number 7 qualifier, 865 with a 3. So Teets all graphicked up. Kreider with Jerry Bonds Jr. out there, bringing him into the lights. So Kreider and Teets. Jeff, 4th out red. Ryan Teets into the next round. 863 with a 5, Kreider. And an 854 5 for Teets. But Jeff, 4th out red, gives it up on the starting line. Ryan Teets going around next. Steve Olmscheid, Lancaster. In that Roadster, and Gabe Wood, Towerside, in the 48 Fiat. Gabe Wood says Bakersfield, but Gabe's coming all the way in from Colorado this time. Olmscheid, Lancaster, just comes over 58. All righty. Gabe Wood, Steve Olmscheid. Olmscheid, Auto Club Lane, Wood, over here on Towerside. Rain for Rent, Topolino. Olmscheid cooking and booking, couldn't run the number yesterday, runs too quick today, and Gabe Wood and the Bakersfield bunch, happy people. And the Rain for Rent, Topolino as Gabe Wood goes round next. Steve Foster, no show, really couldn't run the number yesterday, so he gives the points leader, Dwight Garland Jr., an advantage in a competition by Snarlin' Garland Dwight 3, making sure that Dwight is backed up straight. So Garland, no competition this morning. Garland squeezing it off with a 91 light. And an 862-1. Looks like Dwight's probably ready to fit the battle. Might even pick up that last standing jackpot money from Dragster Jeff. And the orange and black shirts and the Helter Skelter NE2 car go another round. Adams, our number 1 qualifier, 860 with a 3, gets the Real Deal buy run. Alrighty, so the Valley Head Service, 32 Bantam Roadster from Madera. Mr. Adams gets the real deal buy run as he was #1 qualifier in a field of 15 and E2 cars. Patty Armstrong waiting out there. Patty, thank you so much for the cookies yesterday. I still have the Disney bag. I don't have the cookies. All right, so Adams just cooks it on down there. Doesn't have to use it, can't lose it. It just goes up to the top end. NE1, attention in the pits. NE1 to the lanes. NE1 to the lanes, please. Attention in the pits. NE1 to the lanes, please. Randy Armstrong, along with Patty Armstrong. See, even if your wife's got a bad wheel, she goes out there and backs you up and gets you in the beams. They're from San Ramon, 57 Bel Air, has been a March meet winner. Randy can be a bad man. He is brother-in-law to that KC Tourer guy, who's our B-Gas champion. Brian Rogers, Mariloma, in the 67 Chevy 2 Nova. 565 cubic inches as we go to the B-Gas 860 Index. And issues on the top end, so we shut everybody off. Armstrong and Rogers. Yes, no, I'm not sure if they're backing them out or not. I saw it shut them off. And we will back this pair off, I think, to cool down. As Brian Rogers goes back, and Patty Armstrong with a bad wheel. Heather and Patty are trying to push Randy Armstrong back, and now we got some moosels out there. Where's my professional pushback, guys? And Bill and Heather and a big dude helping to push back another racer. Randy back into the arm and into the water box, and Brian Rogers sitting at the edge of. All right, so Brian Rogers gets another burnout. Randy Armstrong does likewise. Randy Armstrong he didn't quite get to the index, ran under it yesterday with an 8:57.5 to qualify. Brian Rogers, number 6 qualifier with an 8:65.6 top end. Wind bump goes, double breakout. Anderson, 8:59 with a 7, beats an 8:59 with a 1. Junior dragsters to the Grove. Junior dragsters to the Grove, please. Juniors to the Grove. So, Randy Armstrong and Patty, thanks so much for the cookies, Armstrong. Go to the next round. Tim Scott in that neat Nova out of Porterville. New car this year for Tim. Ran the Spanky Machine car, the Camaro, and stepped up and got this nifty 67 Chevy 2 Nova. Jeff Hanley Visalia, the Chevy 72 Nova. 565 power for Hanley, 589 for Tim Scott. Tim Scott takes the win with a 67. Beats a 63. How come? A 29 light and 94 10,000s at the stripe for Tim Scott. Doug Arizio from Santa Paula. And that is a former March Meet winner. Has a couple of championships under his belt as well. 69 Camaro with 565 cubic inches in the Automobile Club lane. Don Gribble, Santa Paula, part of the Highway 126 bunch. 72 Ford Courier, 585 cubic inches over here in the Budweiser lane. Gribble hauls it out their ways. Doug stays even with the ground and just goes for the strike. Arizia 10.860 with a 3. Free foul off the index and a win light. Roger Stallnaker in that beautiful 65 Corvair with a 434 small block, taking on the reigning B Gas champion, Casey Truer. Casey, sponsored by King All Tools, and his number 2, Kim, not with us this weekend. All right, so Stallnaker in the Corvair, Casey Truer in the Wellies, King Oil Tools here in the Automobile Club lane. Brandon's Transmissions over there. Oh, wait, this is the Budweiser lane, and that's the Automobile Club lane with Brandon's Transmissions and Roger Stallnaker. Wow, this is the Corvair and the Wellies going for the stripe. Not a lot off the line, and the win light goes 860 with a 1. An 008 package for Casey Truer. He takes the win over Roger Stallnaker, 18 light to an 862.7. That was a tight pair. And .0375, the margin of victory for Casey Truer. Going around next to B-Gas. Jim Stewart, Leonard Perry not in the lanes. Stewart gets a complimentary by run to the top end. $57 for Stewart. He goes to the next round by virtue of a comp buy. Brandon Stallnaker, he's #1 qualifier, and he's right up there in the points. And Brandon could get himself a butchie this year, that's for sure. Bite, and at the top end, Brandon Transmissions. Just a little quick, 857 with a 3. That's Valerie Jomart from San Dimas. And she's licensed up in a super comp car. Keith Moravich. Oh, actually, that's Valerie on her license pass. Zoop, zoop, zoop. No, yeah, no.